Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. So today's video is about something that I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a long time, for a while now. It is the 90-day fiance phenomena or versus marriage in the foreign country. So there is a series called 90 Day Fiance, which is supposedly based on reality situations where these people meet online. They meet when the person from the US visits that country and they fall in love. And so then the US person is going to file for them on the 90-day fiance visa, which I think is called the K1 visa. So based on that, I wanted to talk about the real life situations that do happen. I'm not an immigration lawyer, but I just want to give my observations um, on this 90-day fiance thing. Okay, so this is for primarily Liberians who obtained citizenship in the US and now are bringing their fiancés to the United States. So this is what the visa entails. It says if you're a US citizen who wants to bring your foreign fiance, which we're going to say is another Liberian, your foreign fiance to the United States in order to get married, you will file the K1 non-immigrant visa, which is also known as the fiance visa. You and your fiance must intend to marry not within 90 days of your fiance entering. Once it's approved, when your fiance enters the United States, you must intend to marry within 90 days. I read the side where they said that there is usually no extension of this 90-day process. And let's say you do marry 90 days after the person arrives, you can file like a petition, alien petition for a family member or something like that. But we're not talking about that. So basically, you have 90 days to get married. So if I were you, by the time no more day one, you get that, day two, we go into the courthouse. That's what I would do. But anyway, so basically, this is 90-day fiance. This is what the situation is. You go to the other country, maybe you fall in love, and like I said, this is for real. Okay, so this video is not for no scam. These are people who are truly in relationships. You go to the other country, you're a Liberian who has become a United States citizen. You go to Liberia to visit in December. You're a December, you fall in love. You want to now you fall in love, you propose, you get engaged, you now want to file for this person. You file for them, they're approved, they come to the United States, you must get married in 90 days. So that is the first thing we're looking at. So the one that I was talking about, if for some reason the 90 days period has gone a little bit further, it's past 90 days, you would file Form I-130, which is a petition for alien relative. They are no longer considered it's no longer a K1 visa. You would now file for a petition for alien relative. That was what I was trying to come up with. The second situation would be that you come to Liberia, you're a United States citizen, you come to Liberia and you get married. You now, the United States citizen, will go back to America and then file for your spouse in another country. So, and you guys can put your comments there. But from what I have seen pre-pandemic, I don't know what the time limits are now. I do know that it seemed like people who filed for fiance K1 visas were able to bring their fiancés over quicker than people who actually filed for their spouse, which sounds weird because you would think, okay, they got married in Liberia. They came to Liberia, they got married, they're filing for their spouse. But it seemed like it took longer. I know people who are still waiting to bring their spouses. It's been over 3 years. Whereas I know people who have filed for fiance visas and it's taken like 8 to 12 months to bring them. Now that was pre-pandemic. I don't know if those times have changed. So it seemed like, in my observation, it is better to file the fiance visa than it is for the spouse visa, which is kind of weird. I do think that maybe because immigration looks at marriages that happen overseas as maybe bogus, or maybe they need more investigation. I don't know why, but I feel like the fiance one was happening sooner. And like I said, if you have any experience with this or know people that have done this before, and you have a different perspective, please let me know, because this is just what I was thinking. And the reason I even thought about doing this video is, like I said, based on the story, the show 90 Day Fiance, which, you know, if you watch it, there's a famous couple, Angela and Michael. Michael is Nigerian. Angela is Caucasian American. She has been filing for Michael now for like years, fiance visa. Everybody else has brought their visa, their fiance over. Michael is Nigerian. I feel like maybe is some discrimination against Michael by the immigration, because Michael cannot come to America. And everyone else who has filed 90 Day Fiance has been able to bring their fiance over to the show, to the United States, and they're on the show. So there is a significant age difference also between Michael and Angela. So maybe that is why that they don't believe it as much. But they look like they're in love to me. But anyway, so I'm going to go through some of the red flags that would cause the fiance visa to be denied, and just talk about them, because it was very interesting. So I'm going to go through some immigration red flags that would cause the fiance visa to be denied. Okay, so the first red flag that would cause your fiance visa to be denied that I read was a secret relationship. No one knows about your relationship with this person. Your family doesn't know. You don't have proof. You don't have pictures. You don't have communications. Usually, if people are getting married or thinking about proposing or bringing someone over as a fiance, usually family members know, friends are aware. There are pictures of you and this person. If your fiance is primarily based in Liberia, you should have pictures of you guys going out to eat, you meeting the family. Immigration wants proof. So if this relationship is secret, that raises a red flag. How come nobody relationship? Another thing that raises a red flag is a relationship of short duration. You come to Liberia for 1 month, then you come back to America, you proposing. When you submit your proof to immigration, you have nothing. You went to it shows that you went to Liberia so and so time. That's when you met the person, and you're already filing for them. So a relationship of short duration would raise a red flag. Number 3 that would raise a red flag: prior immigration petition. So if you community go by, you're not filed for this person, you're not filed for that person, you're not filed for this one, it hasn't worked, then now you're filing for Kima. Now you're filing for Kima. So they want to know, why did those past relationships not work? Why have you made multiple petitions for other people? So that raises a red flag. Number 4, something that raises a red flag, which, I mean, I guess, so immigration, you don't have the luxury of just of things that don't matter to other people. With immigration, anything can be, in question. So number 4 is a significant age gap. And it's usually, to me, I think women are scrutinized more than men. If the woman is like in her 50s and the man is in his 30s, so they might look at that as something to be something that is not real. Maybe the man is just trying to come to America. The man is using the woman. So significant age gap. And I would think that if the age gap was even more significant, with a male, older male filing for a very young woman, or older male filing, like a younger male filing for an older woman, like a male in his 30s filing for a 60-something-year-old woman, I think that would come into question also. And then number 5, limited relationship evidence. You can't show that you guys hang out. You can't show proof that you guys communicate on the phone. You can't show proof of financial transactions. You can't show proof of things that normal relationships can show. That's limited relationship evidence. And so then I also read, these are just other things that raise red flags, different religions. For instance, somebody is Hindu and somebody is Christian, or someone is Muslim, someone is Christian. Something else that would raise a red flag is you guys don't speak the same language. And then something funny that I read that would raise a red flag is this is funny, significant unattractiveness in of the one of the people in the couple. For instance, if the person who was filing was very unattractive and the person he was filing for was very attractive and maybe even younger, that would definitely raise a red flag to make it think that the relationship wasn't real. So those are just things that I read concerning the 90-day fiance, the K visa, and I just thought it was interesting. Like I said, from what I observed, it seemed like people who got married on foreign soil and then came back to America to file, seemed like their petition took longer than those who filed for fiance. What I observed was the fiance's K1 was being approved quicker, but that was pre-pandemic. If anyone has any other observations, please put it in the comment section. I just thought, based on the show, I just thought this would be a good topic. 90-day fiance versus marriage in Liberia. Which one would be something that would be the right route? Like I said, I'm not an immigration lawyer, but I just wanted to speak on this topic. So thank you. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you later.